All right, I know you thought long and hard as you switched to the next video on photobioreactors. Okay, so refining the technique to produce cellulosic ethanol by using enzymes to produce ethanol from cellulose. Cellulose, as we all know, because we passed bio, that's what makes up the cell wall of plants. It's found in all plant material and has no food value. So cellulose is also, when they tell you to eat more fiber, it's because of cellulose. It works as a little scrub brush on the inside of your intestines. Okay, look at that, Jeopardy knowledge. So cellulose can be produced rapidly from native plants. I'm guessing this is switchgrass. There we go. So in principle, energy from biomass is carbon neutral, releasing no net carbon into the atmosphere. Burning biomass releases carbon dioxide that was recently pulled from the air by photosynthesis. So it's not sequestering it anymore. So this holds true of forests, which sequester carbon dioxide and not cut it and used as a source of biomass. Because when you burn it, it's no longer being contained in whatever it was, be it a plant or a tree. So then we have, obviously, dams and generators inside them. Hydroelectric power, or hydropower, uses kinetic energy of flowing river to do what? Turn turbines, which generate electricity. Got to turn the turbine, no matter what type of electrical energy we're talking about. However it is, we have to turn a turbine. So here we're just directly doing it. Okay? The problem with this is, what do you do with all the animals? Okay? What happens if my plan is I have to go and spawn up here? We know we have things like, salmon ladders and stuff like that, but, is the salmon here going, where do I go? Where do I go? Is there like a sign going, salmon ladder to the left? How does that work? Not efficiently, just in case you were wondering. Most hydropower plants use storage techniques, which involve storing and releasing water through a series of turbines and a dam. And here we have them. The run-of-a-river technique diverts a portion of the river's flow through a pipe or channel, passing it through a powerhouse and returning it to the river. Okay, so this one, they're just taking a portion of it. And they have that with Niagara Falls, which is kind of weird. But Niagara Falls, if you go and look at it, it's only a third of the water. The rest gets diverted into their hydroelectric plant. So this one, much less disruptive. And you can see it can be done on a small scale. It certainly looks small scale here in the picture. Look, it's only one little house. So the amount of electricity generated by hydropower plant depends on the volume of water and the distance that it falls. So you have pumped storage. Hydropower works by transporting water from a lower reservoir to a higher during times when demand for power is weak and prices are low. But once again, if you're pumping it, you're using energy to begin with. So when demand is high again, the water is allowed to flow back downhill through a turbine. So it has three advantages over fossil fuel. Completely renewable, because, water. It's efficient. It's got that EROI ratio of more than 80 to 1, higher than any other modern energy. No carbon dioxide or other pollutants are emitted. The only time when they start talking about the carbon involved in it was of the building of. So, negatives. Natural riparian habitats. Riparian means river. Okay? Is flooded upstream of the dam and deprived of the water downstream of the dam. Pretty much every river in the United States has a dam on it somewhere. Okay? And then what happens if those dams then interfere with the flow of water? And we talked about this flows through countries, because most rivers flow through multiple countries. And if you want to dam it up for electricity, what's the country behind you going to be a little upset about those things? So suppression of flooding prevents river floodplains from receiving nutrient-rich sediment from the river. That's why most agriculture used to be near a river, because it used to flood, but then we get all upset about that because our houses get all wet and crap. So dams cause thermal pollution if the river downstream is kept artificially shallow and it warms rapidly in the sun. Thermal shocks can occur if cold water is suddenly released, and the passage of fish and other organisms through the river is blocked. There's a big one for me. So it's widely used, but it may not expand much more. China has the largest one, over Three Gorges. It's the Three Gorges Dam. So hydropower has less room for expansion than other alternatives because most of the world's large rivers have already been dammed. Newer renewable energy sources have a much greater potential for future growth. So we like this. Oh, dog taking a suicide. You okay, buddy? All righty. Okay. I drew. Hold on. I drew okay? Okay. I picked you up. I'm sorry. I didn't say you shouldn't have taken a suicide jump off the couch. All right. Oh, questions. You look at those. The dog's not going to give you an answer. He was listening to the lecture. Okay? Oh, that was it. Yay. Everyone say bye.